thank you so much. I do have tits on. It's just I wasn't on the right screen yet. I'm sorry. I will throw stakes at myself once I pivot over. What it do? What it do? How is everybody doing today? Come on, let's join the lobby. Co- Man, why? My phone needs to like behave here for a hot second. Pretty please. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna throw some stakes at my head in honor of the resubscribe Callie. I appreciate it. What it do, guys? I'm sorry I missed last Tuesday. It was rough. It was a rough day. Today was just a boring day. I much prefer the boring days over the rough ones, which I seems like obvious, but oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I was like, why isn't the game showing up? Because I still have Oblivion as the game capture. Hold on. Game capture. Monster Hunter. There we go. There we go. Oh, God. What is happening? This lag wasn't happening before. I guess because they just had a big update. Maybe it's oh Jesus, taking a little. Oh God. Hold on, guys. We're gonna go just chatting. That's disgusting. I'm gonna like restart this and see if that helps. I'm like little in the just chatting. Well, I'm not little, but I'm in a weird position. I never just chat. There we go. Okay, we're gonna restart this. Hello, Dusty. What it do? I I think that the new Monster Hunter update might have fucked the frame rate just a touch, just a little bit. Just a little bit. For anybody who doesn't know, Monster Hunter just dropped a big ass update. It was like a 4 gig update. Somebody in one of the last streams said that uh optimization is a lost art, or maybe that was just like in the Discord. And fucking hell, they're so right. 4 gigs? 4 gigs for an update? Oh shit, hydrate. Sip, sip. This hydrate brought to you by Ito N. Ito N. Taste the green. Ito N. You can have that one for free. That better be your new tagline. Get hydrated again. I don't understand why it, like, does this sometimes. Also, I'm not stalling here. I clicked start on Monster Hunter Wilds, and it's still thinking about opening. So give it a sec here. It's weird. It really is. Now, I have to be honest with you guys. I know that the title update is coming, but I may switch off of Monster Hunter for a little bit here. Stalling, he's bald meme from SpongeBob. Thank you for the hydrate, Dusty. I had the feeling as I sat down, I'm like, well, I don't really have anything else on the list right now, but I do kind of want to play something else. Not that I'm having a bad time with Monster Hunter, but this is probably the longest I've ever played any game outside of a Souls game on this stream ever. Elden Ring was a long one, but Elden Ring was also different because it's fucking Elden Ring, you know? Which I could rant, I think, for a while about not, like, loving Elden Ring. It's still all glitchy. Alright.
Avis unit.
Should definitely play Rainbow
Always
Six
nice to meet
Siege.
people I know I can count on.
I have never played any of the Rainbow
My feelings
Sixes.
mutual. What's Best
You're
Buy
gonna
unit up to
watch
here?
me fail
A
spectacular.
few things. As
Hey,
you know,
yo,
older
Lau.
monsters have been cropping up all throughout
What's
the
poppin'?
East.
The frame rate certainly is not. This update
Well,
has
seems
killed
this spot's the one
something
exception.
here.
Eyewitness reports have all but dried up overnight.
They did release a bunch of story shit though, so
Interesting. And I'm guessing there are no clear leads on the
I have a
cause?
delicious steak salad.
You guessed it.
I'll carry.
And to top it off, our
You're
unit
gonna
just
have
got another
to.
job dropped on us. Just as I was trying to map out our priorities,
God.
a person of your caliber walked in.
Saying I'll carry
No pressure,
gives me
but
like
if you've got a
Vietnam
hand free,
flashbacks
would you mind helping us
to my
out?
league days. I had league days, guys, back in my youth.
Yeah? That'd be huge.
Back
Thanks,
long
I'll,
ago, I
I'll
bottom
buy you around
lanes.
sometime.
I was an ADC. I mained
look
Caitlyn
forward to
and
it.
Misfortune.
Do you have any information
My
to
dark,
get me
dark,
started?
dark past.
We haven't finished a full
Might
sweep
just
of
be a
the middle
thing with
or
a
upper
shader
stratum
cache.
yet.
Yeah,
start.
it'll probably sort itself. Back in the day, we only had 16 frames and we were grateful.
Got it.
That's
I'll see what we
not
can
what
find.
16-bit gaming means, Lau. Hey, microwave, what it do? Hold on, what's that little purple hair guy? He's very cute. Oh God, League, my deepest condolences. Worse yet, I was the person who introduced me at the time, and this is really gonna date me. At the time, oh God, hydrates, so many. That's adorable, but I'm not gonna spend $6 on that. That's right, they added a bunch of these. Back in the day, level 30 was the highest level, and the person who introduced me,
Drowning.
you have the power. It's been a while since you guys tried to out and out drown me. Oh wait, I didn't actually look at what it was. They dragged me into like level 30 matches when I was level 3. And I'm like, what the actual fuck, man? This is a terrible way to teach me how to play. And they're like, you're fine. You're fine. I'm like, I'm not fine. What the fuck are fanged beasts? Oh no. Oh no. You motherfuckers remembered you could hydrate. I thought you had all wasted all of your precious points on removing my glasses at inopportune times. Clearly, I was mistaken. Alright, which one of these is a fanged? Like, who? That's a construct. That's also a construct. The fucker fanged. They all have fangs. Each and every one of these has a fang longer than my fucking thigh. Do the harder one? I definitely will. But I do want to see what actually constitutes a fanged. So wyvern, beast. Ah, fanged beast. I see. So, Blangonga? Demi-Elder. What the fuck does that mean? Leviathan construct. Why can't they just say fight like one of these motherfuckers? Like, this isn't... Don't be cute about this. Like, come on, man. Go fight one of these dudes who looks like a big old boar. Okay. Oh no. Alright, hold on. Okay. I actually have... Don't you wahaha me. I actually have a lot of options for what to fight. Unfortunately, neither of them are this. I do actually still need more of these to make something. Thank you, Callie.
Pennies.
Let's see if anybody is fighting Really? None of y'all? I don't think have I seen? I guess I haven't seen one of those quests in so long. It looks weird.
I'll be waiting.
All right, let's look and do this the old-fashioned way. I don't need any of those. I guess I can finally do the thing where I get rid of that one quest. I was a CS. Oh no. I was a CSGO girly once, not the nice kind. I know some of what it's like. Competitive gaming is
we
not
sure got
conducive
here
to personal
fast.
well-being. God, that's so true. I was actually, for a while, super into Team Fortress 2. And I wasn't that good. I'm out of points. Well, I am almost halfway done with my water. So you've already made a yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom like an hour in. So you've already had some great success here. I can already feel me sloshing. Let's go. Don't let's go me. Yeah, back in the day I was way into fucking Team Fortress 2. I got the orange box on PS3 before I had like a PC. I actually played a lot of my early gaming on a none of these is the right one I need. Is there really not a fucking Deshagama here? I went out of my way. I went out of my way to get a fucking Deshagama. Holy fucking shit. Well, there is the ships here. Carbon dated. The orange box on the PS3. Yeah, I've nearly gotten my Half-Life in half. Like, it's I don't talk to me. It's just the truth. I'm old as hell. Can't stay, but let's go sloshing. Y'all are gonna drown me. I'm gonna finish this whole water. I did bring another tea, but
Hope it serves you well.
oh, monsters. Is this because you guys know that I didn't have enough water today? Is that what's going on here? You all know that I didn't drink enough.
Sorry.
It is true. I mean, TF2 is not a competitive game.
Sorry.
I mean, the lobbies I was playing in, it was.
Sorry.
It's because we
Get
care.
yourself.
I mean, I have had massive bags under my eyes for fucking ever. It's not for lack of hydration, though. It's definitely just because I don't sleep enough. I practice god-awful sleep hygiene. Just the fucking worst. I do have the thing on my phone where it's like, it's nighttime. I'm gonna like, what? Why can't I? Okay. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. I have that thing on my phone where it's like, yeah, it's got a blue light, so it's better for your eyes.
Shipments come in.
Uh,
If you find something useful.
It's like, it doesn't ruin your sleep as much, and maybe that's true. I do sleep really well, but it's not for lack of not trying on my part, if you know what I mean. I do almost everything in my power to fuck my sleep up. Not on purpose. I actually don't think that it is because of my bad sleep that I have big old bags under my eyes. I think that's just what my eyes look like. And it's like at a certain point, is that really... Can that really be blamed on lack of sleep? Bags are largely genetic, exactly. And it's not like I'm gonna fucking put makeup on for that. As it stands, I actually just bought... Okay, I'm gonna like... Oh, what? That's right. That's why he's trying to go the other way, because I'm going the wrong way around. I understand that the majority of my audience is male, and this is going to go over the head of most of the dudes here. For the girlies, I bought a Dyson Airwrap hair dryer because I've been trying to grow my hair long. And it's very difficult to grow your hair long if you go to sleep with your hair wet. Like, it's really bad for your hair. And I wasn't going to, ow. If I didn't have an easy way to ensure my hair got dry in a fast amount of time, I wasn't gonna do it, you know? Those are fancy? Yes, they are. But since I am a cheap bastard, I did not buy one new. For anybody who doesn't know the wonders of eBay refurbished, eBay refurbished fucking slaps. Holy shit. Dyson Airwraps new. Have you considered just washing your hair in the morning? I'd have to go to work with my hair wet then. Like, and the problem is I tend to work out in the evening. And so it's like I don't want to go to bed with like being all nasty. So I have to wash my hair. I have to wash my hair at night. I also am hard pressed to like actually get up in the morning like it is. Adding something extra is gonna be a problem. But seriously, the Airwrap, I can understand why that motherfucker new is $600. I did not pay $600 though. Never pay $600. Well, not never. But like, I'm telling you, eBay refurbished, man. It's excellent. The game is a bit loud. Oh, let me, oh, I know what happened. It's because I boosted it a little when Gwen, not, I changed my, yeah, let me, oh, hello. I changed the ratios of everything because everybody was saying Gwen was a little quiet. Recommend sleeping in a bonnet? I have not actually tried that before. I do have a silk pillowcase, which I believe has helped. But, no, fuck. I have not tried a bonnet. Though I have heard people swear by it. Ow.
Get out of there!
I, have really fine hair, which is like lovely for styling, but if you're not willing to no, come on. If you're not willing to style it, it just shatters, just like to pieces. Just have the worst split end all the time. I had like a bonnet, but half the time I toss and turn so much it comes off. See, that's my concern. It is probably just going to come off, but just because something might not work doesn't mean I'm not going to try it. Especially because growing your hair long is such a fucking endeavor. Anybody with short hair who has never tried to grow their hair long does not know the struggle. The amount of stuff I spend on hair care products. I personally just put it up in a loose bun because I'm broke. Yeah, that's fair. I've just always kind of left my hair to do its own thing. But I've really only started to care about this sort of shit in the last couple of years. People who know me jokingly say I'm finally turning into a girl. And they're wrong. I'm an elder being from beyond time and space. I never said what mountain I was on. I'm that one really tall mountain on Mars. What is this emote? Tall mountain lady. I did say at one point I was going to
Looks like the monster dropped something.
make a like a render of me towering above the trees, and I never did because I have so many projects that still kind of hard. Oh, I can turn the game down a little bit more. Let me know. It's gonna get louder as soon as I fight this motherfucker. Okay. Do I have a big bomb? I forgot to bring a big bomb, guys. What a shit show. Well, fine. Nope. Oh my god, I can't, I can start streaming again? Why did you have to, oh, cause you had bad internet? Or you had no internet? Which I guess is bad internet, but like, not exactly what one means when they say you've got bad internet, you know? I didn't have Wi-Fi, that's right, yeah. Honestly, a crime. I do genuinely think that Wi-Fi in this day and age is as much a public utility as like electricity. Which I think makes the fact that we have to deal with one or two of the same suppliers particularly infuriating. I thought it said he was weak. Did I mishear that? I mean, I must. Well, what the fuck? Hold on, how do you catch things? I tried to actually catch things. I thought they have to get shocked, and then you train.
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
Sorry, I'm eating a piece of steak, which was not cut into small pieces, so it made it very difficult to, like, chew through. The download speeds are about 250 megabits per second when installing games. That's pretty good. My German ass is very jelly. Of those download speeds, that is pretty damn good, honestly. How do I?
An egg. I want to take it into study. If that's the case, please
Yeah, but how do I...
Oh, looks like the egg's parent has caught on to us.
Has it? I definitely killed.
A little gathering goes a long way.
So how do I take this down? Does anybody know? Like, it's only 105 a month. That's not bad. It's, yeah. Internet is, again, they know that you've only got a few places to go. Hold on, I gotta look this up. First, how to get this egg down. Second, how the fuck do you capture things? Let's see. Wyvern egg, Scarlet Forest. Outdoorsman Deco?
Calm the mind and focus.
You can climb down the vine wall, but with the egg on it? Is that not very expensive? That's pretty expensive. I can't remember what I pay for my internet. Oh, there we go. I guess last time I just fucked up and face planted. Where is the camp? Isn't there like a camp? Is it down below here? It's gotta be. Heard Wi-Fi can go from 70 to 300 out in Colorado. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I feel like I pay similar, but I have fiber internet. Like full on I get like 600 down. It's crazy. But I'm lucky. I just live in an area where fiber was available. California has some really good internet speeds. But again, you've only got like one option for your supplier. So you better hope that you like the person who's selling the internet in your area, because usually there's just one of them. This... Where is the camp?
A new day means new opportunities.
Okay, it's not actually that far.
New discoveries.
I'll try this. I'm not gonna be heartbroken if the egg breaks though. Think I get like 100 megabytes for 40 euros? Rough. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, again, I guess it depends on like where you are, but 100 is a rarity where I am. Getting 100 would be like the cheapest possible internet for like $15 a month. I think for civilians, the non-listed cap for game downloading themselves about 100, 150 megabytes. I definitely can, on like a good day, depending on where I am in my house, like I can pull down like half a gig a second. Again, I am... Oh, come on. Can I not climb... Okay, so I can't go down these walls. I have to go the fucking slow-ass way. Do I... want to, though? I might do this on my own time. It's not that far. It's not that far. I'm never gonna do this again. And I think there's an achievement locked behind it. So it's like, I already killed the monster, so... I can't get up that way. Sorry, Egg. You weren't interesting enough, and this is too annoying of a quest. I'm not doing it. Oh, there's a bunch of dudes here though. I've had 16 megabits for most of my life. This is luxury. You know? You get accustomed to like a certain speed and then it's like normal. And then you get more and it's like for a little bit you're like, holy shit, how did I ever live with the slower? And then it just becomes normal again. It's not exactly, you know, it's not gonna blow my world up one way or another, but I have gotten accustomed to a certain lifestyle of one gig download speed. So, oh shit. Ah. Hydrate. My intrusive thoughts are way too loud for me to do this IRL or in game.
I bet we could use
Oh,
these floating
Jesus.
rocks up there to our advantage.
Hold on, do what? I think I missed the beginning part of this. Ah! Ah! What the hell is it? Oh, it's baby. No, there's multiple? Oh! Microwave! You monster! Jesus! Oh, Jesus. Okay, alright, okay, we're good. I can't see what I have on my hotbar. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Oh, you monster. Oh, carrying a giant egg around. It's just not fun. Like, I am sure that there is a path I can take. I know that there is, you know? Obvious. But I just don't fucking want to. That's not. I've missed the booty. Ah, you're all monsters. I hate this. I can't see shit. Everything's white. I need to eat a steak. Now I have to like squint at the corner. Right there it is. Just snack on that steak, lady. Ah! Sir! Yeah, I'm angry too, Alma. Man, part of me wants to be like, and for the end of stream, we're going to do the impossible. Go carry that egg. It's like the dumbest ending bit. We've done dumber. Ah. Why do I feel like the controls are sluggish? Oh, there we go. Absolutely the best ending bit. I mean, hell, maybe we'll do that. I still haven't done the, get a, Deshagaba. Oh, hydrate! As soon as I stab this dude to death. Or as soon as I'm off his back, just because this is a hard one to... It's a hard one to, I could get knocked off. Okay, there we go. Now set. Woo egg. Your guys' enthusiasm knows no bound for the strangest thing. And I know that by mentioning it, I'm definitely encouraging it. But like, it is funny.
Looks like it's
So...
moving to a new area.
If I didn't think it was funny, I wouldn't do it. I can't see fucking shit. I know I should have like carved all those baby monsters, but I just don't wanna. Hello, sir. No, stop screaming. Yeah! Hell yeah! It's always the tiny monster. Have you guys ever noticed? I don't know if anybody here has played Shadow of the Colossus. If you have not, might I strongly recommend it. It's excellent. And I played it with my friends back in college. I'm sure I've told this story before. But there were 3 of us, and we traded off monsters. And I can't remember if I was the one who fought it. But all of the giant monsters scared me not one single bit. It was that tiny fucking lion. I don't know why I said lion. That lion just made me so nervous. I don't know why. It was so small. And there's something about something that is normal size that is still kicking your ass. I guess because you can't really conceive of an enemy as big as you fight in Shadow of the Colossus. Versus, like, a dog. I could see how that would be a very scary fight. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna put my glasses back on either after I kill him or after he moves areas. Ow! Sir, I can barely read that chat. The problem with not having glasses on, you monsters, and I know that it might be like a like standard Twitch thing, but I could take it off. Not gonna. But I could. Okay, glasses get to go back on my face. It's been about 5 minutes. Okay. To be honest, I still never knew where it's actually going on in the game. Are you talking about in Shadow of the Colossus? Because I can actually explore. If we would like to do a Shadow of the Colossus, I would actually be down to replay that at some point. Or watch Gwen play it. I don't know if Gwen has played that game or not, but it's been long enough that like, and again, I only ever played 3 of the a third of the Colossi myself. So while I watched it, it's different when you play it yourself. I played Daggerfall, having a terrible experience is what it's all about. Of course I'd be excited about watching someone walk slowly for 2 hours. Now. It's not walking slowly for 2 hours. It's riding a horse slowly for 2 hours. It's different. Man, it's so good though. Did they ever release it for a PC? I mean, I have a PS5, so like, it's not like I don't have access. But I have a little bit more control over things on my PC. So, yeah, I don't know, like, if you ever beat Shadow of the Colossus, but like, Shadow of the Colossus is definitely a tragedy, like, for sure. the best ending in the game you can have is if you hunt all of the lizards.
This thing's a trove of new
The
data.
lizards, by the way, for anybody who hasn't played the game, are what are how you increase your stamina. If you hunt all the lizards,
It's always a treat to watch you work, Hunter.
you can climb to the very top of the tower. You start in this tower, and like it's a crazy high climb to get there. If you climb to the top of this tower, you can get the only good
Now,
ending
commencing quest by
that
order of the
the
guild.
game offers.
I'll
At
go
the
on
top
ahead
of that
then.
tower, it's spoilers, by the way.
Supplies will help with this quest. Let's be sure to use them.
At the top of this tower is an apple. If you eat that apple, kill yourself. That's the good ending. Killing yourself is the good ending, and I feel like that gives you all you need to know about, like, the tragedy of it all. I never even got close to all of the lizards. I was so bad at shooting them. My friend did all of the hunting. And even then, it's like, you don't need them, so why would you really go out of your way? It is super cool. Like, it's one of those games where there's a ton. Ow! Put my weapon away. I want the flashlight. There. Okay. I guess I could hit him. I always hated fighting on horseback, though. It feels like riding a real horse, parentheses, derogatory. You know? It is clunky. The horse reacts like a horse, which means that it gets like, it's just like startled, and it moves in kind of odd ways, and it just feels a little bad, but in a very realistic way. But he's with you the whole time. He's a good boy, even though I didn't appreciate it. Must I fight these guys? And the answer is I must, because it's today's choice. Also, I have a bunch of, ow! I have a bunch of wish list items still. And it looks like at least a few of them are with this guy. Okay, yeah. Scream all you want, man. You'll find no recourse, only death here, sir. Now give me your tail. I did break off his fang. They did say I'm hunting fang creatures. How many fangs this guy got? Most of the time, if you're talking about fangs, you're talking about like a pair of fangs, right? You're talking about the insides. Can one have more than 2 fangs in their mouth? I mean, I guess don't let your dreams be dreams, but it's not like we say, ah yes, and observe the shark and its many fangs. At a certain point, they're just teeth.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
So when do teeth become fangs? That's what I want to know. Great minds are like, must wonder. I'm gonna have to look up the dictionary definition of this now. Like the dumbest possible. The dumbest possible reason to like whip out the fucking dictionary. Hey yo, what fangs though? That's been one of the interesting things with I'm trying to learn Japanese. And I'm okay. I would not say I'm good. I'm starting to be able to learn and starting to understand some basic Japanese without like too much effort. But there's some like some issues that comes with this not being my first language. Like the word takai it's often used for like this is expensive or is it expensive? You know, like takai desu ne? Isn't it expensive? Or it's expensive, isn't it? But takai doesn't mean expensive. Takai means high. So you could also say that a building is takai. And that fucked with my head. I'm like, but no, why is it expensive? And she's like, my roommate's like, was also learning Japanese. He's like, no, you idiot. It's not expensive. It's high. It's a high cost. It's like, the thing is high. And I'm like, that logically makes so much sense, and I don't understand why my brain just couldn't quite piece that together until somebody else said it. I think fangs are just a social construct. You're just a social construct, man. Words are so hard, and language is so tricky. And I'm not even into the complicated shit. You know that that's the, like, easy shit. Okay, there are not any more of the ones I need, but you know what there are over here? Some of the ones that I need. Oh, that's right, I was gonna look up fangs. Well, I have another bite of my delicious salad.
Wow, we sure got here fast.
Fang. Plural noun. Fangs. A large, sharp tooth, especially a canine tooth of a dog or wolf. The tooth of a venomous snake, by which poison is injected. The biting mouth part of a spider. But see, the problem here is that the word fang seems to denote in the singular or plural. It seems like fangs are usually don't come in more than pairs. So like, what if you had a mouth just full of snake teeth? Like, just think about that for a second. Are those fangs?
Check back in every
If I just filled your mouth with snake teeth, they're still fangs. I mean, no animal alive has that, but in this, you know, hypothetical horror situation, in which I have strapped you to a table, I've strapped you to a table and I've pulled all your teeth out and I've supplanted them with snake teeth. In this hypothetical situation, do you have fangs? Are they teeth? What's going on there? Huh? Who's gonna... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Who's gonna let me pull all their teeth out and find out, huh? Which one of you brave souls? Me. I got almost everyone.
Doesn't look half bad.
Well, we have a willing volunteer, so nobody can say it's unethical now. I don't know what
So
the
tasty.
I don't know what the button press is. I just don't know. Oh wait, hold on. I want to see how much of my meal I have left. How much time I got on that meal? 9 minutes? That's not a ton of time. But nobody's offering me a free meal right now, so let's see if anybody has a quest open to fight some more of those motherfuckers. Yeah, sure. I've had violent arguments about stuff like that before. Words are BS and the boundaries are all arbitrary. See, today I learned cereal's not a soup because no sane person would assume you mean the cereal if you refer to the soup. Yeah, but sane is an arbitrary, like, delineation. What's a sane person? Nug, you're about to get me back onto what's a sandwich, and I've made so many of my friends angry by going down that line of thought.
Have another cup with no
But, like,
surprise today.
you're right.
Spikes! Those could come in handy on a hunt.
But what truly is words besides what we decide they are? And it's gotta be deeply infuriating for any English major. They're like, use language creatively. No, not like that. Let's go down that line of thought. I want to hear it. Have I not regaled you guys with my my sandwich psychosis? I am a literalist when it comes to this shit. I think that a sandwich is any two pieces of bread on, I would say, like, opposite sides, but I do consider open-faced sandwiches to still be sandwiches, even though some people would call that a pizza. But I'm not going to begrudge somebody the definition of a sandwich just because they want it to be like a little carb. So, 1 to 2 pieces of bread on opposite sides, with something in between. Now, I think that bread is a loose term. Is pita bread for the purposes of making a sandwich? I say yes. What the fuck just happened?
Looks like it's moving to a new area. We got it on the
Do I think that if you put a little, like, tablespoon of soup in between 2 oyster crackers, that's a sandwich? It's some variety of bread-like substance with a filling. Like, a lasagna is a sandwich. It's carved with a filling. Now, what you consider to be your, like, bread is somewhat of an arbitrary thing. I say carved, but I'm not going to say that a lettuce wrap isn't a sandwich. It's intention behind it. You are sandwiching something in something else. I think that lettuce wraps are a sandwich. And the thing that actually like pissed one of my friends off to the point that he walked away from me at a party was the fact that I was like, you know, if we're going to like biblical literalism, if you ate bread, there is a chance that when you cooked it, there would be bread molecules on opposite sides of the ship, sandwiching the food. And that's a sandwich. And I've never in my day had somebody look at me with such disappointment and disgust. And that's how I know. That's how I know I reached the logical extreme. If somebody's walking away from you at a party, they don't want to be a part of that conversation anymore, and you've brought it to as far a point as one can. There's no point in going any further with that line of thought. You already lost me at the start as a German. I do have to think that a sandwich is made with toast, which is not real bread. So hold on. By toast, do you mean like you're actually toasting the bread? Because I do agree that that makes a sandwich better. I don't agree that that's a necessary part. Nug, my definition of a sandwich is so cursed and so broad that I'm pretty sure that if it were to be made known in all of Germany proper, they'd have wanted posters up in like every town square within the end of the week. And they'd be right to do so. I'm willing to commit sandwich crimes in the name of science. And I'm not going to apologize for that. Now, here's a question for you guys. What's your favorite sandwich? Because, like, I fuck with sandwiches so hard. It is toast over here, even before you toast it, to delineate it from actual bread. No, hold on. Nug, are you telling me that the second you slice it off of the loaf, it ceases to be bread anymore and it's now toast? Like, it's as soon as you slice the bread, it's toast? It was never bread to begin with? What is bread then, Nug? What is bread? You've broken my brain. I hurt. I wanted to look at the limited bounty. So I need basin, more fanged beasts. This is a weird scattered one. Mom never lets us go do crimes. Yeah. Well, you know, we can do a little crimes when Mom isn't here, right? Like, Mom doesn't gotta know. What Mama doesn't know won't hurt her. Man, now
Wow, we sure got here fast.
now I really want to now I really want a sandwich. I gotta finish my salad, man, before I do unholy things to my body in the name of carbs. And I'm Italian. I would die if I couldn't carbs. I don't know how people with celiac and are Italian, how do you survive? I would not be able to. Give me that fucking pasta. Hold on, let me. Yes, give me the free meal.
Welcome.
Well, it's not the loaf of unholy sin that y'all call Wonder Bread. Hey, Nug. obviously, Wonder Bread is not. That's a sandwich. That's a sandwich. I'll die swinging on this one. Wonder Bread is not
Our thanks to the
like
creature that gave
amazing
its life for us.
food. It's not good bread. But what it is cheap. And I am not going to begrudge people for like their food choices, honestly. Just in general. I'm not gonna give people shit. It's like, you know, Wonder Bread's pretty good. It's not good for you. It's got a lot of sugar in it. But I think that Wonder Bread has its place. Its place is to make dope French toast. Like really good French toast. Hold on, I need to look up how to capture. How to capture monsters in Monster Hunter Wilds. We're down to low health. Okay, I was right. I just have to trank it. Okay, question. Name me a thing that's not a sandwich. No, you know what? You have in fact highlighted a flaw. And I did forget. I forgot about the dichotomy. I stand corrected. The thing that we just saw my character eating was not in fact a sandwich. It was a taco. Tacos are not sandwiches. Tacos are not sandwiches. And something transforms from an open-faced sandwich to a taco by nature of folding it up. Why these are different? You might as well ask to define a man. Like, Diogenes already pointed out that, like, we ain't so good at that shit. So hot dogs are tacos? Abso-fucking-lutely hot dogs are tacos. Also, a hot dog is only improved by adding some avocado. So, like, I know avocado in this economy, but it's so fucking good. I was doing hot dogs for a while. There's this like, all right, I'll just try to ruin my gut with dairy. Oh, time to. Hey man, that's what lactase is for. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't have dairy or carbs. I, for a while, was doing a lot of hot dogs. Actually, I might do some hot dogs, like, next week. I was doing a lot of hot dogs where, my grocery store, come on, charge. Oh, I was out of, that's why. It's like, why won't it do the thing? My grocery store makes, like, brioche buns in-house, and they're dope as hell. And they also are this, like, Italian grocery store. They've got really good, like, sausages and hot dogs. And I was getting these, super long hot dogs. Toasting the buns, melting Swiss cheese, and making my own caramelized onions. Holy shit. Oh, that was bad. That was a waste. Caramelized onions, by the way. If I didn't, like, need to see people all the time, and thus shouldn't probably have onion breath all the time, I would probably eat caramelized onions at every meal. Like, they're so good. Caramelizing an onion, though, is an act of patience that Not everybody has. I'm out of hydrates. I'll sip for you. Just because I sympathize with the plight of the low point. Microwave! Why? Oh god. At least I'm not in like the white area. Microwave, you monster. I see now that drownings are not enough for microwave. Microwave must make me suffer.
Use this if you need some meals.
And I understand. Ow. Sir? Ow. Yeah, I think I saw though a message about sandwiches being classified as, or hot dogs being classified as sandwiches. And yeah, I think that's always made a lot of sense. What I think skeeves a lot of people out is the fact that burgers culinarily have always been sandwiches. And sometimes you'll see it like labeled on a menu as like a burger sandwich. And I'll have people be like, what are you talking about? It's not a burger sandwich, it's a burger. I'm like, what do you think a burger is? I'm just genuinely curious. Like, I don't... What did you think?
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
I got one more in me. Well, this is what happens when you save up your points, guys. You get to make me be very blind. I do have truly awful eyesight. Really bad. I mean, it's been bad my whole life, so it's like just my normal. But I've had glasses my whole life.
To the shot trap.
I haven't had to deal with this indignity. Are you tired yet, buddy? You winning, son? Hopefully... He seems tired. Let's hope that this is enough.
Almost there.
Yeah, okay, he said he's weak, which means I just need him to get up.
Time to go on the offensive.
There we go. Okay, all right. Did I I caught one. Was that enough? Am I good now?
We're getting paid well for that one.
Like, did I do the quest well enough? Did I finish the quest? Tell me that counted for the quest, right? That didn't count for that fucking quest, did it? Oh, I did it! No, okay, I can report to Eric now. That counted. That counted. I'm gonna put my glasses on, and I will put them back. I will take them back off when I fight something else, because that was not a full 5 minutes. This I promise. This I swear. Nah, I'd rather be broken points as I am broke IRL. Oh no. Finally getting that quest done.
That Doshagama. I immediately
Calling a burger a
immersed myself
sandwich
in
is
the
kind of
analysis.
colonialist.
Doshagama are fairly
Where-
individualistic to begin with. They don't exhibit
Where
the
were
collectivism
burgers
of a true pack.
created?
In the first place, they're each strong
Like,
enough
as
to
we
survive
know
alone.
them, I have to imagine
Not
it's a
many
pretty
predators to
ancient
fear
thing.
either. Which is why those in the forest live alone, and the desert packs lack any real order
like,
or cohesion. In other
As the
words,
story
they
goes,
group purely to hunt. The tie that binds them is
Sandwich
profit.
was
They
from
want
the
a free
Erlo
meal.
sandwich. which
Even
is
an
from
average
Britain.
specimen can secure
I don't
prey
know
it
if that's
never hunts
apocryphal
alone,
or not.
if it aligns
But if
with a
anybody
strong
was
alpha.
going to be a little
I see.
colonial about it,
First, I
it would be
considered
the
cohesion
British.
driven by fear of the dominant alpha, but nope, just didn't click.
Well,
If anything, the pack growing
You know,
stronger would
hamburgers
invite
don't
power
contain
struggles
ham.
and decrease cohesion.
no,
Of course.
I feel like you're
I
getting
need
at
to study
something
pack alpha interactions
about
up close.
linguistics,
Oh no, compare
and I
forest
feel
and
like
desert
you
specimens.
didn't
Eric,
pick up
I
the
need
fact
to-
that language is
Ugh,
one of
sorry,
so
of course. This stuff just
the
grabs
problem
hold of me.
with ADHD, at least
The
my
ecosystem
ADHD,
here truly
is
a
that
marvel.
I can't remember
Don't you think?
shit, which means that my
yeah.
worst
Well,
my
glad I could
worst
be of
things
help.
in school were my language classes and fucking geography. Have you heard of the city of Hamburg? That is in Germany, right? I have heard of it. So hold on. We being colonialist against the Germans? Famously, I don't, you know what? We're not, I'm good. We're not,
What can I do?
we're
for
not
you?
going down that. We ain't going down that road. Are hamburgers actually like a German, like a German culinary thing? I didn't know that. It makes sense. I mean, do I have? Steadfast isn't bad, but it might not be a bad idea to get something else. God, I haven't had a hamburger in ages. I've been eating well and also like garbage recently, and I'm going to a crazy nice restaurant next week. So I have to be good, and I have to eat this salad, and I can't do what I want to do, which is stop the game and go make a tuna melt, which is one of my favorite types of sandwich. Depends on who you ask. If it's Hamburg, Germany, or Hamburg, USA, I would imagine that both of those places would like to claim that they were the ones that created it, which is not unusual for not unusual. A little rule breaking for food is okay. That is true. I think I'm a firm believer of if you're on a diet and you don't have a cheat day, you're not going to stay on that diet. It's not going to happen. Now, you can't go crazy on your cheat day, but you have to know that not every day has to be truly perfect. I think the hamburger dates back to the hamburger dates back to the 1800s, like the late 1800s. Yeah, I mean that could put it in either place. So I don't know. I am no burger scholar. So I dare not say that
Okay, let's be on our
I
way.
dare not claim knowledge or dominion over the hamburgers. Okay, let me grab this heat mantle bug and then I'm gonna take my glasses off. I'm a woman of my word. And they're off. And you can tell because my eye tracking gets immediately way better. And that's the god honest truth. It's so infuriating. Not infuriating. It's, I guess, funny and kind of sad that I'm not gonna wear contacts, which means that forever I will have worse eye tracking than I could have. I have had glasses for too long to be comfortable putting things in my eyes. I've had a layer of protection my whole life. Don't tell me I have to put something in my eye. That ain't happening. Get him in the butt. Ah. I missed the booty. I've definitely heard a lot of stories about the hamburger being an American invention. But again, I've heard that from American restaurants, so it's like you've got a bit of an incentive for that to be true. I mean, I get there's prestige, I guess. I don't know. I've always thought that to be weird. I'm a big proponent of, like, mixing and matching foods and not being, like, too worried about sticking to one like, food inspiration. Make what you want, and who cares where it came from, you know? But I'm also not a chef, so I know that, like, that shit matters a lot more to people whose life is cooking. Life and life is food. I like being a foodie. I like the people who are really picky eaters, and not like for like AFAD. What's that one condition where you have a really hard time with food textures? That is totally understandable. There is no getting around it. But like people who just like, I don't know, I just like know the types of food that I like. And I'm like, there's so much amazing food out there. You're missing it. Why? You're missing it. Why would you miss it? I will try anything once, and frankly, I'm gonna try things that I don't like a lot, because I know that things that I don't like, a lot of people really like, and I want to like. I don't like mangoes, which is heresy for anybody who likes mangoes. I feel like mangoes are like cilantro in that people either hate them or fucking love them, and I don't know if there's much in between. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. For me, it's a little bit of a texture thing. Mangoes are, to me, a little slimy and a little bit, like, stringy in a way that I find off-putting. And it's not the mango's fault. I can tell beneath that I used to like mango juice. Like, there was a time at which I didn't dislike mangoes, but I just, over time, the texture started to skeeve me out, and the flavor became associated with the texture, such that I just can't do one without the other anymore. Airfit. Yeah, that one. That's gotta suck. Because you then get lumped in with, like, the picky eaters who are just picky because they don't want to not eat pizza for everything. And it's like, no, I genuinely, like, I got a textural issue, and eating this makes me nauseous. And it's like, oh, well, chicken nuggets, miladies? Like, motherfucker, don't loop me in with the people who are like, I never really learned how to cook, so I'm just gonna throw this frozen pizza in instead of expanding my horizon. I feel like I'm going on a Northern Lions tangent here. Without any of his clout to back it up. Next thing you're gonna catch me ranting about Costco. Although, I could rant about how good Costco is. They do free delivery of, like, if you like get well, they do free deliveries of like anything over 70 bucks, which is amazing because I buy a shit ton of tea, and that shit's heavy. I don't want to have to carry that in from my car. It's great. Yeah, I feel bad for the people with AirFit. Yeah, it sucks. But, you know, we're getting more understanding about that sort of stuff every day. That's a complete waste. So it's like, I don't know if that's something that's, there's no medication for that, at least to my knowledge. But, with an understanding of what caused it, I'm sure it is at some point something that we can help mitigate. The pace at which medicine has been improved is astonishing. It makes me really happy. I know that, like, we get a lot of really grim news. There's a lot of bad shits going on. I'm not going to try and say that a lot of bad shit isn't happening. It's not good right now. It continues to not be good. We can't be complacent about that. But we do have things happening. Developments in science. People are living longer with disorders that would have killed them in months. And despite everything, science still works apace, and we're not going to stop, even though shit's not great right now. It leaves me with hope. Don't let the fascists get you down, guys. Another monster? Ah! Oh, Jesus. Hey, could you not? Please? I can't. I gotta get my glasses back on. But I'm not going to until the end of this fucking fight. Come on. I like being able to just listen and out stream on in the background. It's one of those interesting things. I have never been like somebody who could really have a stream on in the background. Mostly because I mostly need like weird, complicated, 5-hour long like video essays on the downfall of Doctor Who. And I know that's a weirdly specific thing, but that's because it's a real video that I did in fact once have on in the background for an entire workday. And I don't know if I like absorbed everything from that video. I could not tell you exactly what was in that video. I can tell you I watched it though. I've just streams for some reason I have a hard time not paying attention to. And I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's that like flow state of okay, I need to fight another one of these. I think I only need one more though. It's that like flow state that draws me in and like makes me want to pay more attention. Oddly, like you'd think because most of the time the streamer is not talking about some deep topic that they research a lot about. At least I'm not. You'd think that that would lead to less of a focus, and yet. Maybe it's because a lot of times it's live and it feels rude to not pay attention to a live person. I don't have an explanation for it. Yet another mystery in my life that I'm not inclined to figure out because I don't actually care that much. One would not necessarily call that a great downside to my life. I just watch different videos. Come on. Stab the butt. Nude foods will often be uncomfortable or hurt. Yeah. New foods are food and traveling are, I think, incredibly important things to broadening your horizons and like learning about other people and gaining empathy for other people. Not that I think that any of my viewers would not have empathy. I believe that all of you are truly excellent people. And I won't be proven to the contrary. Microwave, this is maybe the ironic time to make me take my glasses off. But you don't have to. Whoa.
Excellent use of the terrain.
Microwave. Monster. Alright, they're off. Where's your empathy, Microwave? Your human decency. I was able to see the game for but a brief moment. And alas, like a fleeting dream, it's all just one white blur. Sir, these guys are kind of annoying to fight. I'm not a fan. I'm not a human, I'm a microwave. Well, I'm sure that there's a microwave with an AI out there that's got human empathy. They'll probably put the empathy chip in at one point. Right? Could you finish sharpening, please? Thank you. I would not trust the AI companies of today to figure out empathy. Have you guys been following OpenAI's new thing? OpenAI has a new toy that is supposed to be like CAPTCHA for the future. There's so many AIs out there that can now pass human verification tests. Because now it's like, well, you tell them to find the motorcycle in the picture, but they trained the AIs on that fucking data, so now you can't use that as a CAPTCHA. So it's like, what's a man to do? Oh well, we can invent a giant ominous orb that scans your retina and provides you with a retina fingerprint. And now you'll always know your identity is safe on the internet. And we're definitely not going to sell your retina information to somebody for some purpose. I don't know what, but there's a good reason I didn't during the 23andMe craze. I did not get one of those, and I was right. People called me paranoid. But I was correct this whole time. Those motherfuckers lost my data. Well, not my data. Other people's data. They lost the royal hour data. And also probably sold it. I don't know why I said probably. They almost definitely sold it. But like, I haven't really been following it, so I just know they had a data leak. But it's like,
Let's take a quick break.
I'm supposed to trust you guys
I
with
gathered some materials too.
my, like, a scan of my eyes now? I don't know what you're gonna do with that. But I don't trust you with it. For what I would think is obvious. But more than that, it just doesn't seem particularly useful. The real, like, new protection thing is passwords, which are, like, physical tokens that are cryptographic keys that just, like, provide you with a login for everything. Anybody, by the way, if you have an option to get one of those, like, physical two-factor authentication, get it. Like, there's no... Oh, Jesus.
The monsters
With the pace that AI has been moving, passwords aren't going to be safe anymore. Like, for sure. So it's like, what are you to do? Are you gonna really make me get a, like, 30-character password when you know that it's gonna get cracked for sure? No. Get a two-factor authentication method. Get a physical, like, two-factor. This isn't actually hard. You guys just want it to be hard. Because you want AI to be the solution. And it isn't always the solution. Now, I'll be the first to admit, there are certain things that AI does really well that I, like, can't even argue. I saw an AI tool that generates a bump map off of a 2D image. And it does it really fucking well. And it's like, could theoretically I make that? Where is this molten? Could theoretically I make that? Yeah, but I'd rather fucking not. That's a lot of time and effort for something I'd rather spend on other things. Gotta go to bed. Night, Callie. Always good to see you. Like, sometimes I just don't. I don't want to have to, like, do a bunch of searching for the specific, like, reference I'm looking for. And in those cases, I think that Midjourney has been exceptionally helpful. But I use it in the same way I use Google, in that I'm looking for a reference, but I would never claim that as the final product. Tostada! Why? I've spent more of this stream without my glasses than with it. Hold on, I'm keeping my glasses on. I will take it off. I will take it off once I start the next time. I have too many points. You don't have anything more expensive? You're not wrong. Okay, I need 3 quests in the basin, and then I'm done
Long
with
for
these.
now.
Who the fuck is the basin? Oh, oil well. Good. I needed to do ultimate strength anyways. Okay. All right. I'll eat more of my salad. So cursed. You're all monsters. I wouldn't have it any other way though. Let's see. Who I got here? I don't super wanna, like, there's no real reason to go crazy. Alright, glasses are coming off. My head hurts.
Let's get on our way.
Like, haven't been able to. No, God, hold on. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can read that. Okay, to be honest, I don't think AI will actually be able to crack a good password, as there will likely just be a new, better hashtag algorithm if it cracks that one. But I will say the end-to-end encryption has been peered through with AI. I think the main thing prospect is to just crack open decryption is quantum computing. It will require us to find a whole new method to encrypt stuff. That is definitely true. I think that I got a little. Passwords were the wrong like point of comparison there. You're right. I think that the pace of computing has gotten crazy, partially because there's a huge push for AI. I need a healing potion. There we go. I more than anything, it just pisses me off how long my passwords are these days. Like 20-something characters, special characters inside, and it's just like, do I gotta? And they're like, yes, it's a requirement. I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna forget it. You've only created a situation in which I'm going to forget it. Thus making everything less safe, because I'm just gonna have to either reset my password, or, and I don't say I do this, because I'm better than that, but motherfuckers are gonna be out here writing their passwords down on Post-it notes. You think my 60-year-old coworker is out here remembering the like 32-digit password they make us change every couple of months? Like, come on, man! It's cruelty. Ah. Also, on that note, do not use AI for therapy. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's right. Isn't BetterHelp, didn't they, like, start doing that? BetterHelp, by the way. Also pretty evil. They also sold your data, but definitely do not put anything into AI that you're not willing to use training data or be sold to the highest bidder for training. Like, they're gonna sell that shit. You've lost all right to your privacy when you use those services. Even though that isn't how it should be. But it unfortunately is. Most cybersecurity experts do not recommend a password manager. I know, which is, I don't use a password manager because I'm pretty good. Like, I have a bit of an issue the first time I have to reset it for like a week or two. Kind of like when you, when the year rolls over, it takes a little bit for like the brain to fully readjust. I need to eat a steak. But I get like, no, I get it. after a little bit. But with how many places you have to have passwords, how many accounts you have to have, the fact that you're not supposed to share passwords, I don't blame anybody for looking for a solution. It's just like not great. No solution is good except for just remembering all of your passwords. That's the actual solution. And this is why I have heard that there's a move to physical pass keys. Which, again, I don't know, it poses other issues. Like, obviously. But I do think that there is a potential. At the very least, because frankly, I'm just sick of having to remember 800 different passwords. There's gotta be a better way. Hi, Billy Mays here. With Password Manager. The simple, safe, easy, and fun way to safeguard all of your most precious passwords. It's simple. Just code in the passwords, one by one, into this handy-dandy little book. You know, do you guys remember... He's gonna date me. Y'all remember in the 90s? When, like, physical password books were, like, absolutely a thing. They looked like little cursed, I mean, like, cursed Kindles. I mean, this was before Kindles. But I remember, I don't think my parents had one, but I do remember seeing ads for those on TV. I don't know what TV. I didn't have cable growing up. I had public access channels. I grew up on PBS and PBS alone. And like whatever shit you could get from Blockbuster. Like, yeah. I don't know what to tell you guys. Hell yeah! You guys are fighting. I want to carbon dated once again. I refuse to apologize for being aged like a fine wine. I definitely got VHSs from Blockbuster. That is a real thing. That is a real ass thing. I have fond memories of the Sailor Moon movie on VHS and the bright orange VHS box tape that it was. I had The Lion King on VHS. I remember when Disney used to put its movies into the vault and you couldn't buy their DVD shit. Aged like a fine wine. I see so many messages. It's been 5 minutes. I can put my glasses back on. So I can read the chat. Hey, I hit that. Why didn't that... Actually, just never trust anything that YouTubers are shilling. It's all just blitz scaling. Products are almost guaranteed to be garbage. Yeah, it's a shame, but that is the truth. I don't begrudge YouTubers from, like, taking those sponsorships. I mean, obviously, not all sponsorships are created equal.
Just have to tough it out.
But I, you know, make that bag, but definitely probably don't buy most of the things that they're selling. I had stuff on beta. We were not a Betamax household. I knew of Betamax, but like my mom was one of those people on the cutting edge at all times in my childhood. We had like cable internet while dial-up was still very much a thing. Like we were a cutting edge family, so we missed the Betamax days. But I knew it was a thing. I was just testing to see if you knew it was. Carbon did it again. I was born post-DVD. I don't believe that, Mendu. You can't, that's illegal. No, I don't believe that. When did DVDs come out? Hold on. When were DVDs created? I have to look this up. That's how you make someone question things, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm being gaslit. Hold on. When were DVDs? DVD invention. Well, I guess the difference is invention versus like mass adoption, because DVDs weren't really adopted until like the not mid 2000s, but like 2002, 2003, you know? Okay, so I need to, I'm gonna look at, we're gonna follow these. I should also probably bring chat back up. Younger than Jurassic Park? When did Jurassic Park come out? Look, this is, I refuse to tell you on which side of the divide I am, whether or not I was born before or after DVDs were invented. But DVDs were invented in 1995. Just to like close the loop on that. Back in my days, we had to play Blu-rays on our PS3. Oh Jesus. I lived through those days too. I too suffered for my copy of Korra on Blu-ray, which was like the only Blu-ray I had. I never did finish The Legend of Korra. I just got through like season 2, and I just kind of wanted to go back to Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I just did. Mendu, when did Jurassic Park come out? I'll tell you, I know I did not see Jurassic Park in theaters. I did see the prequels in theaters. And I remember it. Which I feel like gives you a rough estimate. 1993? Okay. That feels about right, yeah. Hey, hello, buddy. Talk to me. Man, Jurassic Park was a good movie. Okay, so I have to search the upper stratum and mid stratum for a carcass. I guess I'm just gonna wander here and take a look. It's like literally just wander about. Oh, well he did say no sign of monster carcasses. At least he told me. Then I guess I'll travel here. Jurassic Park was a great movie. I was just talking the other day about
I'll get ready too.
I think that
Hey.
ooh, something nearby. Okay, alright. Carcass? I think that Or do we? They already checked this area. Okay. I think that there is a big emphasis on that like dark grittiness, and we've lost a lot of like the wonder and whimsy in a lot of things these days, because they've been sacrificed to the god of brutality.
Wait a moment. That's...
Gypceros. Looks tempered, but I'm not seeing any signs of life.
It's possible that whatever did this may have also been a tempered specimen.
Want to know something depressing? A normal blockbuster was usually supposed to hold a bit above 10,000 titles. Netflix has about 8,500 titles in total. Woof. Woof. That's... Yeah, that's depressing. Not, however, surprising. You know? Which I think is the real shame of it all when it comes... Where the fuck is the upper stratum? Okay, there we go. Are there... Do I have any... I don't have anything... Alright. I should be able to... What's a blockbuster? Don't you fucking start with me. I know you know what a blockbuster is. So, hey, Walter! Haven't seen you in ages, man. How you doing? They're trying to carbon date me, and I refuse to give them the satisfaction. You'll find out when you see the number on my fucking tombstone. And not a second before. Alright, I think that there's a path up here. What do you mean, what is a blockbuster? Doesn't this hurt your soul, man? What's a blockbuster? There are still blockbusters. Not many. They still exist. For all the youngins in chat, a blockbuster is where you went before there was a Netflix.
Wait a moment. That's...
What?
It's a Rathian. Tempered
You
from the
you
look
went
of her.
to rent
Must
like
have had a run-in with something.
3 or 4 movies at a time, and you had to return them.
natural
Uh,
causes? Or could it be...
You had to return them within like a week, or else you got big
Well, let's regroup
late
for a
fees.
second. I've noticed a trend between all these tempered monsters. None of them seem to be natural deaths, but they also show no signs of a struggle.
How would I know? We didn't have those over here. Did they not? They did not have blockbusters in Europe? Just rent our movies from the local library. You can still do that, by the way. Anybody here who is broke, i.e., all of us, live in that struggle life. Did you know that your local library for sure has movies and oftentimes video games that you can just like rent for free? Like all the time. You could still do that. And you should. It's awesome. It's like my favorite thing to rock up to my local library and be like, what weird shit do you have that I would have never guessed? And it's always way more awesome than I've thought. Like, I love it. Get a library card. That's what your tax dollars are funding your local library. And the way that they keep funded is by proving that people use their services. Use your local library. It's
Huh?
worth it.
You want to know about
Plus,
the dead
it's
monsters in the
worthwhile
oil
to have a
basin?
place in
Right.
the
Specifically
community
the
where you don't have to
particularly
pay
dangerous
money
ones.
to just exist.
We call them tempered.
It's so weird
Well,
that there are
sure.
so few places.
It's
You can't
been
just hang
pretty
out
hot
in a
topic.
Starbucks
Real cool
without
was just talking
eventually the
about it earlier.
barista telling you to buy something or get
Heard
the
they
fuck
took
out.
them all down with their bare fists. Talk about amazing! Or something
I'm illiterate,
like
don't
that.
make fun of me.
No,
But you
we
there.
haven't. Wait, did
They
you
definitely
say
have
bare fists
Classes
against tempered monsters?
for that at your local library.
Well, yeah. I actually just heard another story saying someone watched it happen.
Also,
But
you've got
thinking about
picture
it,
books. I'm sure you
that
could muddle
doesn't
your
sound
way
like
through
the
one of
sort
those.
thing you guys would do.
Hold on.
Thanks, Maki.
I missed
What
part
you're
of this.
describing still doesn't sound possible by human hands.
This is like a human who beat a monster to death with their bare hands. Like,
Right? That's why I asked
oh,
her where she saw
is
it so I
this
could
is
check.
the crossover event
She said it was
between
at the lowest part of the subterranean.
Street Fighter?
Hopefully they haven't left already.
I know there's a Street Fighter event going on.
That's plenty to go on. Thanks a lot. We'll look into it from here.
By the way,
Let me know if you have
most
other
local
questions.
libraries
I'm
also
always
have
around.
like a
See ya.
bunch of cool community classes. They do art. My local library growing up had like reptile days. It was sick as hell. Local libraries are good. I like spent so much time as a kid. Now, to be fair, I was a giant fucking nerd who didn't quite understand how to socialize with people outside of the medium of a shared interest and hobby. And I understand the irony of saying that while I'm currently playing Monster Hunter. I've gotten better, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to tell you I'm perfect. But, the local library always
Do you suppose this place was
had
a workshop too?
just
That
phenomenal,
looks like a good place
so
to
much
set up
shit.
camp.
And I remember as a kid, like, I didn't have the money to buy all the fucking manga I wanted, but you know what? The local library actually pulled through. My local library had an amazing selection, and it wasn't my tax dollars, but I'm glad that tax dollars went towards that.
Mind if I hop on?
Because I was a kid, so I wasn't paying taxes. But I happily pay my taxes now. You know what would actually be really cool? A joint library game store? Ooh. Like a well, oh hey, campsite. Cool. Can I just like, can I
Need to
say,
be careful, but could be helpful to have a campsite here.
really would be. Your library had freaking manga? It absolutely did. My library had a lot of manga. It was great. We had a whole ass section for it. It was not like the most current releases, but it wasn't old shit either. It, like, yeah, no, I read a ton of manga back in the day because my local library had shit. I had one of the better libraries in my area, which was awesome. Okay, so it said lowest part of the subterranean, so I guess it's not here. Am I not in the subterranean right now? It doesn't get lower than this. Now we know why Oreo's such a massive weeb. The call was coming from inside the fucking house, man.
I'll just hop off for
That's
now.
always been... There's never been, we knew. We knew. Right? Like, it starts from a young age. You play a little Pokemon growing up. Maybe you watch the 4Kids Pokemon and, well, you know, they've got this newfangled thing called One Piece in the slot right after Pokemon. I mean, I might as well watch that, right? Like, I'm here. Now it's an amount of years later, and I'm a absolutely terminal nerd, and there's no fixing. Whoa. I hear punching noises. Use Game Store, use the funds to fund a library. I think that a, like, used Game Store library would be sick. Like, the combination. I heard the dude punching. Oh, there's literally a marker on my map. Am I stupid? Or did that not show up until I like heard him? Because I swear to God there wasn't anything there before. As is known, I hate to agree with Mendu, but yeah, that's wild. Yeah, you know. Sometimes you do have to agree with Mendu, and it is disgusting, but you do what you gotta. Hello, man from a different game, who is slightly out of place, but not that out of place.
Greetings. We belong to an organization called the Hunters Guild. To put it simply, we hunt monsters.
Wait. That fighting spirit. I see.
This would hit a little
You
harder
two are no
if I ever
stranger to
played
death.
a single Street Fighter.
And it's unbelievable what you can do with just your fists. You must have
You know what
gone
they
through
say?
rigorous
The
training.
nerds are the hot ones these days.
That being said,
I
you're doing a number
can
on the
say
ecology here.
I
I'd like to
have
ask
had
you to
a
stop.
pretty heavy glow up from like middle school and high school.
What cause have we to
I
hesitate
also,
in
like,
dispatching these fell
Lost a
beasts?
ton of weight
Are
recently.
you not a hunter?
Again, big props to science on this one, because the new like
Life does not
approved weight
hesitate
loss
to
drugs
exterminate other
are
life.
fucking
Should
crazy.
it have reason to
It's so
believe
good.
it is a
I-
threat?
Like obviously I
No
made
matter how
changes
weak
to
or how
my
strong
diet
they
as well,
are,
but
all creatures can exhibit
really
the desire to kill.
also Alma looks very
I don't
upset.
dispute that, sir, but the ideal we
Oh,
strive
thank
for
you.
is harmony
Yeah,
with
no, I definitely had a glow up.
Know this. All who seek true strength must walk this path.
Akuma,
If you
chill.
would quell before it, begone!
Alright,
I'm
man.
afraid we can't do that.
Do I have to fight this dude?
Then show me. In turn, I offer you a glimpse
This dude
of
is-
the abyss.
Uncomfortably ripped. Holy shit.
Die 1,000 deaths.
What? When suddenly Akuma? Yeah, there's a Monster Hunter X Street Fighter thing happening right now. So
Each
he
blow
just
a
beat the
thousand,
shit
a
out of him.
thousand blows as one. Master your craft, and this shall be within your grasp.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of people who have been giving
Has the
people
weight
who
of my
take
fists
Wegovy and
sparked a
Ozempic
killing intent within
uh,
you, Hunter.
like shit for taking the easy way out.
The only
Man,
path the powerless
losing
see before
weight
them
is
the one that
its
keeps
own
the
reward,
powerless.
easy way or
Train
not.
endlessly.
There's so
Push
much
yourself to the brink in
that
battle.
we
Only
suffer
then
from
will the path to true
on like our
strength
day-to-day
open to
lives
you.
that can be traced back to
Begone!
our general
If you would ask me to
overweightness
stay
as a
these
society.
fists,
Like-
make me a show of your power.
It's worth it to get down
Speak
in
to me
almost
then,
any
and
way.
no sooner.
Not any way, but like there are definitely bad ways to get
a little gathering
Fit.
goes a long way.
like meth. Don't do meth, kids. In general, I wouldn't recommend meth. Like a solid 0 out of 10. Sir, that's clearly Gokui? Is that like his Japanese name? I have played exactly 0 Street Fighter games. So the joke eludes me. Unfortunately, I think? Or fortunately? I don't know. Now, okay. Can I... This looks like a pretty easy... That looks like a pretty easy one to gold. Let's roll, boys.
Okay, roll out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm still probably gonna do
There you
badly.
go. Easy now.
Because bomb bowling is not my specialty. And I don't need to do this, but like... I might as well, right? Alright, okay. It's not Jover. It's not Jover yet, boys. It's Jover! Oh, and a C, too. Jesus Christ. I feel like I do worse anytime I practice. Every single time, I absolutely forfeit.
Happy rolling.
I'm not gonna do that many of these. I am going to, once, just gonna do a few of them, and then we're gonna try and do that arena quest. And man, I fucking hate arena quests. I just don't like the arena. I don't like being forced into using a weapon I'm not familiar with. I'm getting more familiar with more weapons, but C for tried your best? I don't think that's what C stands for. C's get degrees, but like... Did I get it?
Look at you go.
Brutal. I mean, it's better than a C. I'll give him that. Hey, cat, stop clipping through your face.
See you around.
C for see you around. Let's roll, boys.
Happy rolling.
We're doing one more, and then I can't look at bomb bowling anymore. Once I got that A rank, I no longer had to truly savagely fight. 400! 400 in a single roll. That's crazy. Come on. Come on. B for you're getting better for sure. Well... No. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. The first throw was 400! The first throw was 400. Guys, I have to go. I have to go.
Can't wait for your next
I
spin.
can't. I'm so mad. I'm so angry. That's such unmitigated bullshit. Be happy for what you have. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, well, I mean, sure. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna make me look like him? Alright, so Charge Axe. Glaive. I'm not as familiar with glaives. I am familiar with Charge Axe and stuff. Why I don't want to look like this man. I was so cute before. I had such a cute outfit on. This is a crime.
Am I imagining, or are you not quite yourself?
True strength can only be obtained in a
Oh,
fight with
no.
your very life on the line. Now, to seek death and face it down!
Why? Why?
Such intensity. You almost sound like that Akuma fellow we met earlier.
This is
And
unconscionable.
my eyes must be deceiving me because you look just like him too.
Come, Alma. The battles to the death
You
before
guys
me
have to
demand
explain.
your witness.
Where my character got this costume.
I mean,
You
understood.
have to.
I'm, on it, I guess.
Why does Alma look horny? Alma looks like down bad for... She looks down bad for my character in this outfit. By equipping Akuma's armor from the Street Fighter 6 collaboration, you can use special items and gestures. Okay. Use X to perform special actions, then press Y or B to follow up with special moves. Can I just punch a dude to death? Hold on. I don't have this registered, so I need to, like, find it. Oh, it's like an equipped item. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Alright, let's go punch a dinosaur to death. I guess why not? This looks like your dreams just came alive. I don't want to kink shame. I am not. Maybe I just, like, don't get it. This is not my kink. You know, like, there's a joke that, dudes, are the only ones who really like the super bustly dudes. Oh shit, I didn't go back to my... No. Referring to Alma, yeah. Again, I don't want to kink shame Alma, but like... I don't know about that one, she. I'm doing a bad job. I gotta be punching. Always be punching. You guys would be proud to learn, by the way. I did go out of my way to learn how to say, that cops are bastards in Japanese. As is, I think, my right and my kin. I forgot the word for bastard in Japanese, though, is the problem. Otherwise, I'd say it. I will remember it before next stream, so that I can regale you all with how to be rude to cops and everything. Come on. I mean, six-packs do look good, but yeah, this beefcake isn't really doing it for me either. Now, controlling a hunk of muscle like that is kind of a vibe. True. Like, I guess I get it, but also, it ain't me, sheep. What just happened? Drive impact? I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this does. I just have to beat this dude to death with my bare hands. Well, the thing is, I don't. I could just hit him with my sword a lot. Doesn't really feel in the spirit, you know? Did I just sticker myself and say I'm dumb? Drive impact. What? Oh, fuck. I'm stupid. They're all buttons. Okay. I understand now. I don't agree because it's awful. This doesn't feel like a fun way to fight. I mean, it's for somebody, just not me. Just punch this dude in the dick. Okay, well that's not the dick, but it works. Drive impact. Ow. Sir. Oh, I have to actually gain the I'm not good enough. I think that like a lot of things, people have a tendency to take like muscles and building mass to a extreme. I get it. Like there's a desire to see how far you can take your body. Like, what are your limits? But some of those weightlifters do not look healthy. Especially on when you're on a cut. Especially if you're like doing a competition, a lot of them will dehydrate because it makes your muscles stand out more. And it's just like, this is the peak male form. Like, is it though? Just seems like you're gonna be spending a lot more time at the gym than me. Babe, let's just eat some pasta and like chill. Ain't no need to go that crazy. Just stay healthy. Just saw that. Oh, the daddy thing. I feel like we have to go back to one of these days. Go back to oh my god, why is my brain not, like, formulating the word? You know what game I'm talking about. The robot one. Somebody help me. Somebody help, my brain's bad. Octodad? I don't think that one was it. Armored Core, thank you, Mendu. The game I beat, like, completely and fully, and for some reason my brain's like, that game doesn't exist in here anymore. Same thing. I did. Octodad was great. Come on, man. I remember not having a PC during those days. And just waiting to see if they would, like, port it to Mac. My mom was on the cutting edge of technology. However, she was also a giant Mac fanboy. So we only ever had Macs in the house. So there were a lot... Oh, he's too close to too close to the screen. Back up, Akuma. Oh God, look at his teeth. Back up, man. We had no PCs in the house except for the one that my dad used for work. So we had to like subside off of the games that got ported to Mac, which were precious few back in the day. Armored Core was so good. Maybe I'll play some other Armored Core games. Like, it's not like there's only one Armored Core game. I'm sure that the people here in chat know more about Armored Core than I ever will, and can recommend which of the Armored Cores would be good to do as someone who's only ever played Armored Core 6. There's just something about
Let's take a quick break.
giant mech battles. Not just like big mech battles, but truly massive. They wanted to have actual good controller support, like all of them. Oh, Armored Core 6? Really? They finally fixed that? I think I was playing on a controller the whole time, like some sort of psychopath. I am one of those weirdos who really does prefer a controller most of the time. I'm playing this on a controller. I mean, obviously.
Teledron are a great source of
But
meat.
it just feels good. You know? Oh, I missed it. There are obviously games in which I cannot do that. I would never... I know Gwen talks about growing up with a copy of Oblivion in one hand and a copy of Kingdom Hearts 2 in the other.
Yep, this is a good place to set
But,
up camp.
like... Hold on, I was going somewhere with that. Oh, yeah! I would never dare to play a fucking
I have
Elder
some materials,
Scroll
too.
game
Check your field
with
pouch.
anything that wasn't a mouse and keyboard. It just feels wrong. And I've tried Skyrim on, like, the Switch, because of course they ported it to the Switch. It just doesn't feel right. I
Is
need
the deed done?
I need all the buttons.
The intent to
From
kill
PS1 all the way to
lies at the
PS3.
core of martial arts.
Wait,
And
did they
martial arts
did they
without its
release
core
all of them on,
is
like,
a brittle thing.
Steam or something?
However,
I mean, definitely not all of
killing
them.
intent has been by your creed. No, by your conviction sublimated.
I know that voice actor.
Though the paths you walk may differ.
Hold up.
Your smile seems an echo of his.
I know him from, like, an abridged series.
Very well.
Well then,
You have held fast to your creed to the last. This farce of master and pupil has ended.
Hunter.
Sir.
He's like,
pupil?
I know this
A
guy.
single strike must be trained 1,000, 10,000 times.
I know this guy.
That is the only way forward.
Christopher
May your
Guerrero?
journey be safe.
To cease training is to invite weakness, Hunter.
I don't know if that's the same guy. I'm gonna have to look this up later. This is like, that voice is so familiar. I don't know, I'm gonna have to find this later. Oh man, I have to do more arena quests? Come on, man. I don't wanna. The arena quest's true strength has been unlocked. What a day for Reap to not be here. Cause I am not doing that shit. Not right now. Maybe later, but not a fucking chance. First bunch of Armored Core games have terrible controller support. Hold on. I've been converted to Skyrim only in VR. I can kind of see that. I do kind of get that. VR Skyrim.
I'll get ready too.
I actually think I needed to do Quest of the Basin. So we're gonna have to take a look. Yeah, 2 more basic quests. I was reading it. Yeah, here I am modding my Morrowind to fully support controllers. Hey, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying it feels wrong to me. It just doesn't feel... It feels weird. First bunch of Armored Core games with terrible controller support. Well, weren't they like tank controls? Community went back and patched them to have good controller support so you can play the old games all in emulation. I love that. I love the love that so many of these communities clearly have. Is this just so you can eat whole cheese wheels guilt-free? Making my stomach hurt. But like, based, and I get it.
Somebody wants to make a trade.
If I could eat that much cheese, one has to wonder, would I? If I could eat that much cheese knowing there were no consequences. And I do think that the answer in my heart of hearts is yes. I'd eat a lot of cheese. I'd eat a concerning amount of cheese.
Everyone in the village says they can help too.
It's just so good. You can fascinate a white person with a slice of cheese. And no one is more... No other person in the history of ever has that been more true than of myself.
Was our share from the Fire Spring Festival.
I can be so easily swayed were you to but put a slice of cheese in front of me and say, would you like to reconsider your stance? And I'd be like, with mouth full of cheddar, absolutely, sir, you're 100% right, and I can't believe I ever thought otherwise. You did mention being Italian, so this tracks. Italian and Greek, I had no fucking chance. I actually am having a Greek salad for dinner, and it's so much feta, and it's so good. I won't apologize for being a little cheese. I actually made salmon burgers like a week or 2 ago. Was that a week or 2 ago? Time kind of blends together. And I made Parmesan crisps. Oh man, crispy Parmesan, fuck yes. Parmesan in general, also fuck yes. It's always so tempting whenever I go to the grocery store and I'm like, they have that full wheel of Parmesan, and it's like, do they expect anybody to buy this? No. Can technically you buy it? Probably. I'm not about to like test it, because that's like $1,000 worth of Parmesan. For sure. I need myself some lesbian cheese. What is lesbian cheese? I fear I'm not lesbian enough to know. But like, is that just cheese? Because it's not illegal, just frowned upon to buy that much cheese. Well, you have to imagine that in some of these stores, they don't have the ability to sell you that cheese. Their point of sale was not made to sell a human being that much cheese. It's decor. Or it's for them to slice into cheese bits later. But they don't expect you to be like, yes, I would like this, I don't know, 50 pounds of Parmesan? I don't know if you guys have been getting these. I mean, it was more popular a year or two ago. But the influencers buying, like, whole wheels of Parmesan and then making one meal, and it's like, Lesbos is well known for their feta? I did not know that. I guess I'm gonna have to go to Lesbos for purely Greek reasons and no other reason. My mother said that the family was thinking about finally getting Greek citizenship because I believe my grandmother was, I don't know if she was born in Greece, but I think great-grandma was, which would like make grandma eligible for citizenship, which would make my mom eligible for citizenship, which would then make me eligible for, which would then make me eligible for citizenship. I don't know if anything ever happened with that. And frankly, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but that would be like EU citizenship, and that's pretty fun. I do worry if I bought a whole wheel of Parmesan that I would just eat giant chunks of Parmesan. You would get Shogun status. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that's like the ability to travel. You gotta understand, I barely speak English. I speak even less Japanese. I speak no German. I speak a tiny bit of French. And by that I mean I took 4 years of it in high school, and a couple of years of it in college, and I remember not a goddamn thing. Embarrassing, honestly, but the truth. Oh, this dude's not dead. I hate it when they play dead like that. I have never been to Greece. Most of the rest of my family has. More because they, went on a cruise that I did not go on. Because it was, really expensive. And I was a grown-ass adult who was expected to pay for her own trip. And I'm like, I mean... The Shogun area is the area of visa-free travel. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, by the way. Do feel free to mock me for that one. I, again, never purported to even speak English particularly well. My pronunciation is true fucking ass for everything, really? I think that if I were to try to learn German, I might have a better German accent than the other languages with which I try. I don't know why I think that. There's just something in my brain that tells me I would have it easier. Oh yeah, completely wrong, but you barely do most of the time anyways? Yeah, exactly. It's Basura? Is this a joke that I'm either too old or too young to understand? Because that sounds like a joke from the 80s, if I'm being honest with you. And that would make me too young to understand. It's satisfying stabbing these giant spiders in the head. They fucking deserve it. Spanish for trash. Should we say it in Japanese inflection? I love it. Perfection. True perfection. Act. I've actually had a lot of friends go to Spain recently. I would love to go. If I'm being honest though, mostly just because I want to eat like a lot of food. I'm telling you, you gotta... Well, I don't need to tell anybody here, because everybody here understands the wonder of culinary delight. But like, traveling to places and eating good food. I haven't been traveling since before the pandemic. I've been like places, but mostly to like visit family and all in the States. I haven't gone international in a really long time. The pandemic really did fuck up a lot of plans. I have been wanting to go to Japan so badly. Oh, this dude wrapped him up. That's fucked up, man. Tapas is great. Oh my god. One of my favorite restaurants when I was living in like a really small apartment, like right out of college. It was like this really small apartment, but it was on a like, not the college campus I went to, but like in a different college town, where I was like working. I was within walking distance of their downtown, and they just had the most fucking amazing tapas place. Holy shit! Oh, like the Papas Bravas.
Since we're here, let's poke
Fucking
around
crazy.
Potential target has appeared. Check your map when you're
Oh
ready.
good. I actually needed like any other fight. I need like one other fight. Perfect. I can do that. I looking back, it probably wasn't. It wasn't the best tapas I've ever had. But there was something about those tapas. They were just so good. And they were just within my price range. They were clearly not something that you were going to have all the time. Because when you're having tapas, you're having like a lot of tapas.
Looks like the monster dropped something.
I don't think people... well, I say people as if this is generalized to everybody. I don't think I'm capable of eating tapas with any sort of restraint. Tapas are too good. I'm gonna order like 5 too many tapas, and then we're also having a paella for the table. Like, you're gonna have to cart me out of that seat for sure. If I go to Spain, I'm coming back like 10 pounds heavier. Tapas culture should be more widely accepted globally. I agree, but I will say I think it also depends on like who I'm eating with. There's definitely family members where I'm just like, we don't share enough food tastes for this to be viable unless there's like a lot more people. But like, the concept of ordering like a lot of small dishes and sharing, it's so good. I mean, mealtime is such a communal thing. Or at least it should be. And tapas are so good for that. It feels right. That's actually, and I know that this is going to be a wild statement. This is going to be a, what constitutes a sandwich. I would say that a lot of Chinese restaurants operate on the tapas principle. Insofar as, like, you oftentimes order like a bunch of small dishes and like some rice, and you share them with like a lot of people. And I'm never like wild about getting Chinese food by myself, because I want to order fucking everything. And if I'm going by myself, I'm not gonna like spend $200 on Chinese food for myself, eat like 3 bites and be like, well, I'm full now. Now, have I done that before? Yeah, obviously. I've had depression before. Oh, man. God, speaking of Chinese food. People from the UK, cover your ears. I have seen some videos of what the UK considers to be Chinese food. And I know that, like, America gets shit for, like, American Chinese food. The things I have seen British people be like, yeah, Chinese food. And I'm like, in very rare circumstances, do I think Chinese food should come with a side of bread. And if I'm being honest, at this exact moment, I can't think of those circumstances. I just have to assume that there are circumstances I am not privy to, in which that is perfectly reasonable. Or else I'm gonna go insane. There's a lot of reasons I don't think I'd want to move to the UK. Oh, Jesus. One of them, again, I have had good food. I have been to London. I know that good food is good. However, I think that not being able to get, like, good Mexican food, getting pretty weird Chinese food, I think that more than anything would be what finally broke me and made me hopeful. To say what you will about American Chinese food, I think that we have committed far less sins than the shit I have seen out of British Chinese. The Brits are different when it comes to food. Yo, Void, thank you so much. Akuma. It's, that whole quest line was fucking wild. I'm gonna have to do more of those quests, because I don't feel right not, like, having something that I don't collect. But, like, that was a fucking weird quest. I think one of my favorite British food takes is people saying that the Brits conquered most of the known world for spices and don't use fucking any of them. Which is unfair. As are most stereotypes. But, like, I do think that oftentimes a lot of British food is criminally under-seasoned. Or if it's seasoned with salt. Necessary, but, like, you guys own India. idea for a long time. Come on. Use some of them. Any of them. I'm begging. That's clearly... these are all jokes I don't understand. Is that, like, a different name for him? Is this like a Satoshi Ash Ketchum thing? Can we just ban him? He is one of my few moderators, so I would like to keep him theoretically. Now, I mean, maybe we can, like, his JP name? Okay. Fair enough. I wonder why they localized it to another name that still sounds pretty Japanese. Alright. To be honest, as a very white European person, I can also support the stereotype that we all just can't handle anything with flavor. The most we can handle is paprika. It's pretty brutally true. And I'm not much better. I talked on stream about making tekboki last week. And it wasn't like crazy spicy. But it was pretty spicy. But it was one of those things where I'm like, I know that this is maybe the most mild tekboki that has ever graced a plate. But it's like just the perfect amount of heat for me. Also, the kimchi that I bought, I really like because it's not spicy. The first, like, non-spicy kimchi I've ever found. Maybe I've just had bad luck with kimchi. I don't know if kimchi is supposed to be deathly spicy. But every kimchi I've ever found has just been like, I want to die. It hurts. It hurts my body. No, men do not void. Ooh. Now see, this is complicated. Because Mendu does subscribe. Mendu does give me that prime. Dropping fucking bits. Wait, did my... Oh, that was to highlight your message. Okay. So I was like looking to see why it didn't drop shit on my head. Okay. We have done all of these quests. God, that did take me almost a full 3 hours. Now, to be fair, I was doing the Akuma quest, which did take a decent amount of time.
We sure got here fast.
Yikes. Well, I mean, look. We don't know what Walter looks like in Armored Core. But, like, he does sound like a daddy. And it isn't really our fault to, like, just acknowledge that Walter has big daddy energy. That's just, like, the truth of the matter. Alright, we're gonna do one more of these stupid Akuma quests. I guess as long as he's paying, she's paying, they're paying. Hey, as long as you give me that prime, No, I was about to say something cursed, and I stopped myself just in time. Which makes me better than 90% of streamers. I can be whatever you want me to be. Oh no. Wait, Mendu, your thing changed to a heart. How'd you do it? Say it, coward. I was gonna say I'll call you daddy if you give me Prime, and, like, I still feel like maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. But, like,
Of course.
there's no going
Come back
back
anytime.
now.
Yeah.
Challenge quests. Free challenge quests. Lobby member quests? Yeah, accept and prep. Oh no. Look, I did say that I did say that I stopped myself. But I was told to say it or I was a coward. Well, if it's not about me, do you think you can show restraint? No. But she refused. I have yet to, what just bonked my head? Wait, what? I got a head bonk. I don't know what for. Did something not show up or did the bits finally happen? Forgot to max potion. How did you get the heart next to your name, Bendu? Alright, come on. Eat the rations so I can help. We gotta do a few of these quests. Some event. Okay. I'm chopping this fucking tail off. Ow! Oh, he blew me up. He blew me the fuck up. Ow! Do I have first aid? Yeah. It's so much. My boy is too buffed. This is a level of buffness that tells me this man needs to go to therapy. There's buff and then there's whatever this thing is. Ooh. Oops. The brick shit house is back. He sure is. And I'm not living up to his potential. Also, I like that because there are two of us, I have the red hair this time, and he has the white hair. I like the red hair better. Ow. I do not like fighting these guys. Again, it's the issue of, like, tiny monsters. I've just fought a bunch of tiny-ass monsters today. Just keep on slashing the tail. I'm not even using the punching ability this time. That does make me a monster. And I acknowledge that. I acknowledge my part to play in not punching this thing to death. I don't know if that makes me, like, classist? Because I can afford... I mean, guys, I can afford it. Like, don't drop your panties all at once. Ow. The small ones are always much faster. That is true. But there's also just, like, less area to whack them, and you can't like really charge up a you can't really charge up a good combo because of how fast they are. Ow, sir. Ah, you motherfucker. Okay, he got the... There we go. Sorry, man. I definitely stole your thunder on that one. But, like, maybe you should have been faster. Or aimed better. Sir. Sir. This is unacceptable behavior. I'm having words with your mother, young man. She will hear about the way you've been behaving. And I don't, like... I hope that you're prepared for the consequences. Get out of here, sir. I need to eat a potion. Ooh, whoa. Okay, drive impact. Oh, he got it. He got it. This time I didn't steal his thunder. So I wonder... I'm gonna end this by seeing how many times I have to fight this fucker before I can be free of this whole... Do you think do you have to... You don't have to look like this to use that ability, right? I know you have to wear the armor, but I could, like, still have cosmetics, right? Ow! Right on my head. There is something funny about the idea that, no, you must look like this where shit happens, no matter what. If you want to access his moves, you best get ready to be honestly kind of gross to me. Got him. Got him. No need to carve, man.
Akuma wins!
No. Too close to the camera. Too close. Oh god. You get him in 4 minutes? I'm not good enough for that. I got a lot of shit for that. How long is this event going on? I have to assume this is a timed event, right? Like, there's no way that this is a forever thing. What is this scarf? What is this journey-ass scarf? I have to have it. I need to find it. Holy shit. I need it.
How can I serve?
You now craft armor sets that change your entire appearance. Equipping one piece will automatically... Oh, no. Okay. Cool. Oh my god.
Can I proceed?
Watch this.
Oh my god. look at it.
All right.
I have to layer this. I have to wear that. Anyways, the Akuma set. Okay. I was not expecting that to be the color. I mean, oh, okay, I see. I forged the whole set by making it once, so I only need 3 more. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I need to, guys, this is a layered armor. I think I can wear this with the hat, I think is how, right? Full layered armor sets have been added. One piece will automatically include the others. Oh no, do I have to? Well, as much as I really liked the Sakura headset, this is the vibe, like, for sure. Now here's the question: what color do we make it on top? It's a little bit like my hair, but it's a little much. Red is honestly a vibe, you know? More saturation. I look like an anime character for sure. This looks like Journey. Now this is proper weeb shit. It honestly is. Does it necessarily fit with the rest of my outfit like the butterfly, like the flowers did? No. Am I going to wear this? 100% yes. I think white ain't it, Chief. What do we do for the bottom side? A scarf goes with any outfit? I mean, that's not incorrect. However, you can definitely clash a scarf. You know? You can make a scarf that looks pretty bad with a given outfit. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do here. Black or like dark purple? Dark purple. That actually looks fucking sick. Holy shit. I thought for sure we had all of the armor we'd ever need. I was sorely fucking mistaken, and I am happy to be so. Well, guys, I'm past 3 hours, and I do have to work tomorrow, much to my fucking chagrin. Wow, yeah, we're up to 11 subscribers. By the way, because a lot of people here weren't here when we hit 10, I'm going to be doing a Beat Saber stream. I'm making a new model for that. Because frankly, this model with the skirt is a absolute glitching nightmare when it comes to rigging full body. So I have a Beat Saber model that I'm in the process of finishing painting. So if you're in the Discord, there's a channel to recommend songs. They're recommending me some really nasty hard ones, and I'm not very good at Beat Saber. So there's gonna be some failure. I never promised I'd finish the songs, just that I'd play the songs that people recommended. It's a lot of heavy metal right now. It's a lot of heavy metal and Nightcore, which I wasn't expecting, but I ain't mad about. I don't know when that stream is going to be, because I do have to finish making the 3D model first. Sometime in the next month or two, hopefully. So keep an eye out for that. Because that'll probably be a Sunday stream, because that's when most people are around. It's not that much heavy metal, not a lot of good metal on that website. Now that is fair. That is fair. I mean, like, honestly, that website is made for weebs. And y'all didn't pick any anime music until I pointed it out. And now it's all like Nightcore remixes, which again, I love. But it is very funny. That website was made for weebs. And y'all normied my fucking music. Okay. With my anime ass looking scarf and a big old rainbow in the background, I'm gonna call it a night. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, lovely rest of your week. Gonna be back again on Sunday for more Oblivion. Really hoping to finally be done with Oblivion Gates so that we can, like, finish up the main story. I don't know how much longer we have in the main story. Probably, like, 2 more streams. We're doing the main story and finishing the Dark Brotherhood. And, I don't know, maybe the Thieves Guilds. Until we get bored, essentially. Until then, like I said, have a lovely rest of your week, and bye-bye for now. Bye! I wish that I could afford to hire somebody to follow me around, to, like, blow a fan at me at all times, to just, like, lightly ruffle my hair like I'm on the fucking Baywatch. How much do you think that would cost? Minimum wage at least, right? But I feel like if I'm asking somebody to do that, for their own sanity, I better be paying them a little bit better.